Hey guys, Mike here, and I'm going to do a special segment of apps, and I'm going to review some helpful apps for educational purposes like note taking, bookmarking, for people in college, grad schools. Sure, a lot of people are using the iPad and they carry their iPads around, they don't carry notepad. Let's jump right in. inClass is a free app in the App Store. Let's open it up. When you open it up, there is a book that looks like a notepad, and it actually says new term. So you have a plus to add an extra pad, and you have a settings, and you can also delete. So what we're going to do is we're going to customize our notepad. Now this notepad will allow us to select what term it is. So if we tap what term it is, the keyboard pops up and we're able to title this term fall term, spring term. So let's backspace. We're moving into the spring term because most colleges start their spring term in January. So we're going to call it spring, and we're going to say our start date is January 7th, 2012, and our end date is usually in May, about May 5th. It's when finals week is going on, as I remember correctly. And we will go back to term. So now we're at spring, and we're going to add a course, add new course. So we can select our course name. We will say reading. No, I'm sorry. We'll say literature. Literature. And we can also put the course code so that we can make sure we do not take the same course in another semester. And we can say our code is, just for example, 001. And our color code, we can also color this name code. So we will color it green. And there we go. Select done. So now our literature info is done. So now we can say it's a lecture. We can select what type it is: a lecture hall, a class, a lab, a seminar. Normally literature is a lecture. So we go back to info. We can select what building it is. We can say, we can abbreviate building, BLDG, and we can select building 1. Okay, we can add schedule. What days do we go to this class? We can say 8 o'clock a.m. is when the class starts, and usually a lecture is 50 minutes. So we will say by 8:50 a.m. and we can select Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as our days that we have our literature class, and select done. We can add the instructor's name. So we can just put our instructor's name. We can put their first name, last name. We can title it if they're a professor or a doctor. We can also put their phone number, their email, their office number, and their office hours, which is very helpful. We will select done. Alright, we can also add another instructor, or we can select done for our literature class. We can add another class if we like. And so we're going to stay with literature. And we're going to go back to term. We can add a new course, but we're just going to keep this one for our term. So now we're spring. Our literature course, we have one course selected. So we have our calendar. So we're going to go to January. And there's January 1st. And what we can do is we can go and see what we have. If we have any tasks for our course, our date, priority, we can select a plus to add a date, a priority. We can go to notes. So when we go to our literature class, we can select our notes. So we press the plus. All right, we select the notes. We have the option to speak our notes, which will record our file by our voice. We can take a picture. We can go to camera roll, and we can select a file to add. We can import files to iTunes for file sharing. This would be helpful if you need to make a copy of your notes for a classmate that did not come to class, which is very, very nice. So we will discard these two options. So this is your notes app, and we can title our notes. Of course, we're in a literature class. Have our phone number, our email address, and office. We can edit that if we need to. Summer term. And you have the dates to let you know what term it is, and the fall term. So that would cover the whole school year for 2012. And you can do multiple tasks. You can select the date. You can write a note on what's going on a particular day, a day that you do not have any courses. You can set the alarm clock. You can select what priority it is, if it's urgent. And right here, this is the best part. You can actually take notes on these digital pages when you need to record something. And there we go. You can use the keyboard, use the split keyboard, or you can use the full keyboard. I prefer the split keyboard. So I thought this app would be very helpful. I think inClass is an awesome app, and I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.